Over the past week, Prehistoric Planet has been airing on Apple TV, in where it's received nothing but praise. Now the question is it actually any good? Yes it is. I'm not even going to pretend. It's fantastic. I can't even pretend. It's beautiful. Just keep in mind, I'm not going to go that in depth because I am making this last minute because, like normal, I've been lazy. And also because I'm saving most of my thoughts for the eventual carnivorous conversation about it and my video essay I plan to make about it, which will be added to the infinitely long list of video essays that I'll never make. So yes, Prehistoric Planet is fantastic. But however, I do have a few critiques about it. The visual effects are fantastic. I swear, sometimes it looks like the dinosaur is really there in the frame. The visual effects are so consistently amazing that the only real time you notice them is when certain shots aren't as amazing as the rest. Like when you can obviously point at it and say, oh, this shot is CG, but it's good CG. Or when certain shots aren't as good as the rest. I believe the episode most guilty of this is Freshwater, which is also my, least favourite episode. The visual effects in the episode are still good, but however, since all of the other episodes have been up to such a high standard, when certain shots aren't as good as the rest, you start to notice. But however, these visual effects, and even the weak ones, do a fantastic job of drawing you into this world of dinosaurs and other prehistoric reptiles. But what I was most worried about going in is that since Prehistoric Planet follows the structure of the other BBC Planet shows, that it might be narratively weak. I do believe that certain episodes in particular do struggle with this issue, because certain segments aren't as engaging as the others in my opinion, but I still believe it does a good job with presenting it with this kind of narrative. But I will say, the slower segments fly by if you're watching it with friends, because Prehistoric Planet is a comedic riot if you're watching it with your friends. Kai Falu! For me personally, the segments that really dragged were segments where we didn't learn anything new, because I personally found all of the segments with the Tyrannosaurus Rex quite boring. But however, I adored the sequence with the Dreadnoughtus. Hell, the entirety of the Deserts episode was just fantastic. I could only dream of making something that good as a media student. But as for more critiques, I personally found the last shot of the last episode quite underwhelming, and I believe the last shot specifically could have been executed better. Another critique that I have is specifically with episode 4, because they don't name quite a few species that appear in the episode. I am aware it's mainly because of the genuses of those specific animals are fucked, but I do believe it would have been better off at least trying to give it a name. I just personally would have liked if they added on something to explain why they aren't naming the species. So this is really it for my review without getting too in depth, because next week's video will be me, Zane and Orca doing a carnivorous conversation and going more in depth about Prehistoric Planet. Because next week's video originally was supposed to be a review of the Hammond Collection Baryonyx, but however my schedule is terrible, and Jurassic World Dominion releases the week after that. And my short review of Dominion will probably be my video in 2 weeks. Meaning that I've got to put my other video ideas on pause. This is what I get for not planning.